Welcome back, guys, and today we actually have a brand new series of events coming in Helldivers. So yes, I know we do have the chemical, war bond coming out, but we actually won the major order, which deals with, well, the Napalm Orbital, or the Orbital Napalm, however you want to say it, potato. And we're going to check that out. I have always been a big fan of fire, even in real life, so this has actually excited me because I've seen some crazy footage of just explosions with this. So here we are literally landing right in the middle of the hellfire, no pun intended. So we are going basically to try to cast in whatever we can to get these eggs done, because the eggs has always been my favorite mission to do. No matter what mission it is, it will always hold a special place in my heart, because this is what really caused me to get, I guess, decent when it comes to dodging and getting around bugs. So as you see here, we also have the blitzer. The blitzer is also really clutch. It's my opinion of it's like the great value arc thrower. But speaking of arc thrower, we have some new updates. We have the 30 days of buffs, I guess, or 60 days of buffs they're calling it, which honestly, why are they waiting until now to do buffs? I know as of today of this recording, they did buff the 50 kg. So actually see right there, it has explosions. It's just kaboom. So really satisfying, but not sure if the blast radius has been too much of a difference, but it does feel better to just throw out, and you don't really feel, I guess, gypped whenever you do call it in. Because typically I like to run essentially the Eagle Napalm, the Eagle Cluster, as well as the Quasar and the Guard Dog. Those have pretty much been for a lot of my crazy challenges I've done. That's been my usual go-to, because the 500 or 50 kg has not really been, I guess, the most cost-effective thing. So here we are now. We're just really seeing how much we can just really throw out with this blitz, because I mean, it's always great, unlimited ammo, and no one really likes at all to have to refill ammo, which is another reason why I just kind of have gravitated toward this weapon a lot, because no one likes having to call in constant supply drops, especially when they have in the past removed a lot of ammo capacity and clips and everything else associated with that. But anyhow, I digress. So let's just go ahead and run this way and see if we can just go ahead and go on to the next nest. Like, stirred up. And see, we have a stalker. Let's go ahead and just knock that one out. Oh, there's that one too. Alright, ragdoll is pretty bad. Let's go ahead and see if we can stem up and dive. Yes. Alright, good to go, good to go. I know it's one thing, like, having a shit ton of buffs, but it's another thing whenever you do it kind of too late. In my opinion, a lot of the buffs they're doing should have been done a long time ago, because there's a lot of other games that have been out. I mean, a lot of people I know are playing the Warhammer 40k, because it's, in my opinion, a reminder of what we lost in video games coming out nowadays. It's a super great game. And then obviously you have people playing the Black Ops 6 beta, and even going on towards the Black Myth Wukong, and even just some other indie games. Even, well, not Conquered, because that one was just an absolute, just a horrible flop. Probably one of the worst ones I've seen since Suicide Squad. But we're not talking about those games right now. We're just, trying to get through this match. But let's see what this does. 500 kg or 50 kg. Alright, see, that is satisfying. That actually feels good. Let's go ahead and just grab this rover. And then now let's just run along this way. Let's go ahead and see if we can just get away from some of these flyers. Alright, you could call them hunters. I don't really see any catching up, so that's the good news.
You will never destroy our way of life!
Alright, let's run along this way. Let that guard dog go to work. Let's see if we can cross this pond, I should say, stream, river. Alright, now let's go ahead and throw in this Orbital Napalm. This makes me excited because I've never actually played with it in one single game. Let's see, one. Yes, that feels really nice. Literally looks just beautiful. Yep, already destroys the objective. Oh my god, that literally lights the shit out of them. Yeah, with bugs, this is the one thing we have needed for a very, very long time. especially the more, the higher spawns we have on this level. Like, the kill feeds are just mwah, chef's kiss.
Bug outpost spotted. Prepare to
Let's run
exterminate.
along. Let's see. Run along on this side. We do need to go around. I do have my stuff marked the wrong way. We are going to stir up this hornet's nest on us. We're going to go ahead and throw in the 500 kg as well as the, what do you call that, napalm. Let's go ahead, find a good spot. We are just going to sit right here, let some of them come around and rotate. Alright, let's see how this does.
Democracy.
Yes, that's beautiful. Now, if there's anything that has been going on in the Helldivers community, it's one thing that, well, it's kind of like the list of things that are going to be buffed. So I have seen from like the papers, because there's like a screenshot of Pilstead on one of his little short videos about the daily buffs. And so like, it looks like to me, we have obviously the Skythe coming, the cooldowns being slightly faster, adjustments on the beam, change on the scope, enemies on fire faster, even going to the crossbow. So they're going to increase the the radius by 37%, as well as explosion damage from 150 to 250. Of course, here recently they finally buffed the eruptor. They put, what's the word? They put the shrapnel that you would find from like level of grenades, put that into it. So that's just great. The defender, they increased it from 70 to 75 for damage. The liberator penetrator, that also increased damage as well. Like, everything has just been getting higher amounts of damage, which is much needed, especially with the amount of bugs, the crazy level of spawns, and just really just the fun of it. I mean, the counter sniper, I mean, that's always been dog water, but it's not as much of dog water. It's more like a dog bottle of water now. The blitzer, does have a better stun effect now, or is going to have a better stun effect. I know they just did the arc, buffed that, I believe yesterday as time of this recording. The torture, the little candle, I guess you could call it, that damage has also been increased. Like, this is like a bunch of just much needed additions to the game, because it was pretty much gone to a state to where nothing was good because everything was bad, and everything was turned bad because they wanted to just inorganically move players from one weapon to another, and just decreasing the amount of effectiveness of all of them makes none of them fun to play with. So that is a good thing to hear. That's a good thing to see when it comes to playing Helldivers, because the reason I've always loved playing this game is because death is not certain, but it's likely, and you're always within an inch of your life playing this, which, I mean, it's fun. I know there's a lot going on the Call of Duty Zombies community. Like, that is pretty much divided because, well, the whole community just kind of got gypped. I know, like, there's a difference between showing an ad, as far as developers see it as like valuable marketing, but us players, we really could care less. I mean, yeah, great graphics on the advertisement is fine, but the actual gameplay is, to me, what keeps retention and keeps players going. It was same with Helldivers. Like, Helldivers did not have any crazy advertisements when the game came out. It all just spread because, well, word of mouth, social media. People said, hey, this is fun, this is great, and that's pretty much what caught it on. But the gameplay, eventually caught up, and everything being declined and just going down really did not help anything on the community. And in my opinion, yes, these buffs are so much needed. These stratagems, or this stratagem, is so much needed, and I think what will really tell is the turnout of players on, I guess, the war bond when it comes out, the chemical, I forgot what it's called, chemical agents. When that comes out, that I think will really tell us the state of this game, because every time there's a war bond that has come out, it's been absolute dog water the past few. So if this one also does bad, I don't really see many players even coming back, because that's the issue with live service games. So it always has that FOMO, fear of missing out. So we're playing it, and it's like, okay, yes, this is updated, I need to come back to it. Okay, this is updated, I want to come back to it. But it's like, oh, you missed a day, you missed a couple days, then you're kind of like, damn, I really don't want to spend all that time out of my day to try to catch up as far as what's going on. So then it just makes you, keep on missing more and more and more. So I see it as like kind of like a box. It's easy to get in and easier to get out of it. So it's just really hard to tell. Like I said, it just really comes up to really how the turnout on the war bond is, and really how effectively these buffs help the game. Because I know sometimes they do buff something that does mess with something else inside the game. So I know, like, whenever they would, buff one weapon, that would change something else on the line of code for another part of the game, which would kind of make it feel broken. So, but looking at this is just beautiful. Beautiful. This is a level of just like joy and enthusiasm I have not had for a while on Helldivers. So seeing this for the first time, like playing on it, it's just satisfying, super satisfying. And then we throw in Napalm, the Napalm strike, like that on top of it, making that kill feed go up. Yeah, this is what I have absolutely missed. Now, yeah, people be like, oh yeah, the game is repetitive. Well, I mean, yeah, so is Call of Duty, and so are a bunch of the other games. It's just a matter of like having fun. Are you having fun with it? And that's really all what matters. And this makes it fun. The level of chaos and the increased damage of weapons. That's what made me addicted to it, or really attached to it in the first place. So this is pretty much a positive, I guess, reaction to it. I mean, I was kind of skeptical at first because some things are just kind of like meh. But yeah, this is something we have needed for a while. Now, might die here, yeah, but we do have one more reinforcement left. So yeah, with this, if we die here, we can at least try to spawn in where the Pelican is. All right, Pelican, let's go to work. Let's run up on this side. All right, well, that could go on the ship. Oh my god, I think I just jinxed myself. Hold up, let's see what we can do. All right, let's run up. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the impalers, man. The fucking impalers. But good thing is, we're gonna be right here by the ship. And I literally grazed that with the napalm. And that's how you have it. Literally the first time I've done a whole mission, or even done a mission in, as that said, at least 26 days. So that's one thing that I can say. This does feel better than the last time I did get on this game. So if you have a chance to come out of your day, just give it a whirl. The Orbital Napalms, that makes it a lot more satisfying. They are doing a 60-day buff, so they're doing one buff a day. That also is great. I mean, probably the best buffs they've done, or are doing, or planning on doing, really just deals with explosives. And I can't wait till they get the sickle, buffed, because that, oof, I did some crazy 1,000 plus kill games with that. But yeah, this is pretty much a good ass mission. Now I'm really curious to see how the stats are. Now we did get some crazy kill feeds with fire, not really too many with the blitzer, so I'm really curious to just see how much we actually did. Survey says, let's roll it on up, at least 300. Let's see. $354. All right, not bad, not bad. But either way, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.